the future martial arts man. That night, Lu Sheng went to the Dark Universe Crossing Spaceship Specialty Store. As he entered, he said, "A mini level 10 spaceship costs 80 million black crystals? That's daylight robbery." Gosh, I had guessed that spaceships would be very expensive, but I never expected them to be so expensive that I would not even be able to afford a single one. Do I need to take out a loan even when I am in the starfield? I knew it. The most valuable thing owned by the Crimson Eye Bandits was those few spaceships. If the reward that Far gives me is not at least a few hundred million, I'm going to take it up with him. Suddenly, Chow Chow said, "Ah, it's you." Lu Sheng turned back and she laughed. Wahaha! Approximately Lu Sheng, sweating in shock, said, "Why are you here?" And he thought to himself, is she here to settle the score after finding out that I ate her crystal-eating worm? Chow Chow said, "What a coincidence. I accompanied my brother here to buy a spaceship. Looks like you are buying one too." Lu Sheng said, "Yeah, but I did not expect the spaceships here to be so expensive. Have you found your pet, Bobby?" And he thought to himself, looks like she still has not found out that I am the culprit. Chow Chow said, "Ha, Bobby." The two of them began making small talk. At the same time, in the VIP area, Milton Smith arrived with his goons while the attendant assisted them. The lady said, "This one is level 11. Milton Smith asked, "It is 700 million? Not bad. I will take this one then." The lady said, "Thank you very much for your support towards us, young Master Milton. The spaceship will be sent to the mansion you are staying at by the end of today." Milton Smith said, "You do not have to send it, just pass the keys to me. This spaceship is a gift for someone. Someone will come and get it when the time comes." The lady thought in shock, a 700 million spaceship as a gift? Only the young master of Count Sith's family would be able to do such an extravagant thing. After thinking more about it, the identity of the one on the receiving end of such an extravagant gift is probably even more unbelievable. She bowed and said, "All right, I will settle the checkout for you immediately." Milton Smith thought to himself, word has it that the person likes spaceships. This is the newest model, the Black Hole Predator. It should be exactly what he likes. It is such a rare chance for that person to come to the inferior starfield. I must capitalize on this opportunity to become good friends with him. If I am able to gain this connection, it will benefit not only me, but the entire Sith family immensely. Milton Smith looked back and said, It is Chow Chow." The guard said, "Young master, the young miss." Milton Smith, enraged, said, "Who is that person? Forget it, bring me there." "Can another room?" Lu Sheng said, "Take it easy." Perhaps Bobby was just feeling a bit bored and went out to play. For all you know, he may just return by himself in a couple of days. Chow Chow looked down and said, maybe approximately. She smiled at Lu Sheng and said, "Oh, right. You are a new citizen of the Starfield, are you not? I have never seen you before." Also, Lu Sheng thought to himself, I have tried to end the conversation and leave a few times, but Chow Chow repeatedly continued it, so I just cannot find an appropriate chance to leave. It is as if she has not talked to anyone for a long time and cannot stop chattering away at me. She probably does not have many real friends. She really is very similar to Fiona. They are both delicate flowers who have been sheltered their whole lives and have never experienced hardships. Although, in comparison to Fiona, she is obviously of a much, much higher status. Also, there is the immense difference in how precious each flower is, which proves just how much more ferocious the gardener guarding it is. As Milton Smith and his men arrived, Milton Smith said, "Chow Chow." Chow Chow looked shocked at Milton Smith and said, "Brother." Then she turned to Lu Sheng and said, "My brother's here. Let me introduce you, guys." She grabbed Lu Sheng's wrist and said, "This is my brother Milton. This is Lu Sheng. He is a friend I met not long ago." Milton Smith said, "Chow Chow, I heard people talking about an unwanted golden crystal-eating bug at level 3 just now." Chow Chow said, "Bobby." Milton Smith said, "Who knows? It is possible though." Chow Chow said, Where? Bring me there now." The guard said, "Young miss, let me bring you." Chow Chow waved at Lu Sheng and said, "Ah, Lu Sheng, wait for me. I have to go and take a look, have a chat with my brother. I will be right back." As Milton Smith watched her leave, after Chow Chow left, Milton Smith said to Lu Sheng, a bumpkin who crawled out from a low-leveled resource planet, "Do you think you can now set your eyes on our Sith family just because you managed to latch on to a level 11 officer with your tiny bit of talent?" Lu Sheng looked at him not amused, and thought to himself, "Ha, it is this silly cliché plot again." Milton Smith said, "You lowly life form, do not let me see you again. If I find out that you have met with Chow Chow again, whether it is on purpose or by accident." And as he walked away, he added, "Together with that officer backing you and your lowly mother planet, you will all completely vanish from this universe." Lu Sheng said, "Just you wait." The lady stepped forward and said to Lu Sheng, "Apologies, sir. Since you have caused our important customer to be unsatisfied, you are not welcome here. Please leave." A few moments later, Lu Sheng was then respectfully escorted out of the Dark Universe Crossing Spaceship Specialty Store. Outside, Lu Sheng leaned on a post and muttered, "I expected the gardener to be rude and harsh, but not that unreasonable. He even threatened me at the end. How long has it been since someone last threatened me? Ha ha, oh well. Chow Chow has probably met too many people with malice, so it is understandable that he is doing this to prevent his sister from getting hurt. Besides, as a newcomer, it is not easy for me to do anything to him. Otherwise, just like he said, whether it is Far or the Azure Planet, everyone would be in trouble. Was I merely insulted a little? I am now responsible for saving the lives of countless people in the universe, so how can I not be able to take a few insults? It is better to be indifferent to the views of others, so just smile and get over it." But then, gripping the post tightly, he laughed bitterly and said, "Ha!" He gazed into the distance and shouted, "Forget it! Like hell, I will just tolerate it." And with that, he turned around and went back toward the spaceship specialty store. Inside, Milton Smith walked into a private room. Chow Chow said, "Brother?" None of them said anything about Bobby. Milton Smith replied, "Oh, then I may have heard them wrongly. I should have known better, as eavesdropping on the conversations of others is rude after all." Chow Chow frowned and asked, "Then what about Lu Sheng? Why did he not come up with you?" Milton Smith said, "Oh, he happened to have something urgent to attend to, so he just left." Chow Chow, annoyed, said, This happens every time. Do not think I do not know." Milton Smith said softly, "Chow Chow, what if I treat your friend the next time you meet him?" Chow Chow turned her head away and snapped, "Forget it, I'm going home. I am so pissed." She stormed off. Milton Smith ordered, "Send someone to escort Chow Chow home." The guard bowed and said, "Yes, sir." A few moments later, Milton Smith stood by the window, looking outside in silence. He said to himself, "In the future, she will eventually understand that everything I have done is for her sake." Meanwhile, as Chow Chow entered the car, Milton Smith asked the guard, "Do you know when Lan Che will reach out?" The guard said, "At about 3 tomorrow afternoon, he will be getting off at Dock 001. Milton Smith said, "Get there early to welcome him, and bring Chow Chow along." The guard hesitated and said, "Young Miss is not very happy right now. Will she go willingly?" Milton Smith said coldly, "Just say it is father's orders. We cannot give in to her tantrums too much. The daughter of the family of a count in the Starfield has been living in a glass house for over 20 years. It is about time she grew up. It is exactly because she has seen too little of the world. If she had seen a being as exceptional as Lan Che, then she would never become interested in a lower-leveled creature." Milton clenched his fist in frustration and growled, "That bumpkin just now, who knows where he appeared from, tried to climb up to our great Sith family tree just because he had decent looks, all by chance? Does he really think everyone is as gullible as Chow Chow?" The guard stood silently, patiently enduring his outburst. Suddenly, the floor shook. Milton Smith broke into a sweat and shouted, "What is going on?" Before he could react further, a powerful strike slammed into his stomach, sending shockwaves rippling through his body. The guards cried out, "Young master!" Milton flew across the room and crashed into the wall with a thunderous slam. "Kook! What? Bloody hell, I nearly died!" He gasped in pain. From the smoke, Lu Sheng stepped forward, his expression cold and merciless. "Milton, you tortured my precious pet pig, and even cruelly killed it. Today, I shall take revenge for my star pet pig and slice you into pieces." Milton, stunned and pale, stammered, "Huh? What the hell?" Lu Sheng's body flared with terrifying energy. One guard leapt forward, shielding his master. "You dare? Do you know who you are attacking?" The guard endured the strike head-on, only for his chest to cave in. "Ah long!" Milton screamed. "A peak level 11 expert. Dead from a single strike?" Lu Sheng walked forward step by step, eyes blazing. "I thought he would be stronger than that. Who was going to stop me from getting revenge on Milton? That is almost impossible." "Do not come any closer," Milton begged, backing against the wall. But Lu Sheng grabbed his throat with one hand and snarled, "Milton, when you tortured my pig, you should have expected this day to come. Do you know how many years that pig followed me? For 150 years. She was already a mother pig. So why were you still not willing to let her live? Why? Are you even still a Starfielder? Tears brimmed in Lu Sheng's eyes as his grief spilled out. The crowd looked on, utterly bewildered. What happened? Someone whispered. Hypnotize, activate. Lu Sheng roared. A wave of spiritual energy flooded the room. The onlookers suddenly gasped, their faces twisting with disgust. A pig? Gosh! He was not even willing to spare a 150-year-old pig, one shouted. Are you still human? Another screamed. That is Milton, the first young master of the Sith family. To think he had such a disgusting fetish. Ugh! He is a dog disguised as a man. Such beasts should be sent to the trash planet immediately. The insults piled on as Milton thrashed, bubbles foaming at his lips. Ack! He wheezed, eyes bulging. Inwardly he screamed, I cannot talk, I am being strangled. When did I ever torture a 150-year-old mother pig? Piggy, rest in peace, Lu Sheng cried. I will avenge you and kill this beast here and now. He raised his fist, energy surging. Everything is over. Milton Nicholas, repent for your wrongdoings in eternal pain and death. Wait. Milton choked, eyes wide with terror. I have something to say. Do not kill me. Nothing you say will help. Burn, my little universe. Lu Sheng bellowed. The glow of destruction gathered in his palm. Wait. My name is Milton Sith. I am from the Sith family. I am not Nicholas. Lu Sheng froze. His expression turned from wrath to confusion. He released Milton and blinked. Huh? What did you say your name is? Milton gasped for breath, clutching his throat. I am Milton Sith. Lu Sheng tilted his head. I cannot hear you. Speak louder. I am Milton Sith. I am the son of Count Sith. Milton shouted, voice breaking. Lu Sheng crossed his arms. Are you sure you are Milton Sith? Let me see proof of your identification. Very quickly, Milton's identification card was checked and confirmed. His name was indeed Milton Sith. At the same time, many spaceships were seen rushing toward the store. Lu Sheng scratched his head awkwardly. Yeah, my bad. I got the wrong person. I am looking for Milton Nicholas for revenge. I will treat you to a meal in the future. Milton collapsed to the floor, trembling. The misunderstanding has been resolved. The sense of elation from surviving a disaster. But this is preposterous. How could someone mistake me for another Milton and then try to take revenge on me? Sorry, Lu Sheng grinned. The crowd erupted in whispers. It is Milton Sith, the son of Count Sith. I found it is him. Damn! The son of Count Sith dared to do such a shameless thing. It is unbelievable. I heard about nobles with exotic fetishes before, but I never expected it to be true. Milton panicked, waving his hands desperately. You have it wrong. I am not that Milton. I did not torture. Slap. A young man in the crowd smacked him across the face. Do not try and trick us anymore. You are Milton. You even admitted it yourself just now, yet you dare raise your voice. Everyone heard it. Lad, are you shouting because you are afraid we cannot hear you? Were you not arrogant before? Milton stammered, cheeks red from the slap. I did not do it. It was not me. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.